You ever had somebody negotiate you on price, whether this was in a call, whether this was after you pitched somebody that said yes, and then after they emailed you saying, hey, could you do it for this rate instead of that rate? Or even on the call, like, oh, somebody else does it for 1,000 and you're charging 5,000. Can you lower that price a little bit? The only reason why this happens is because they do not believe that you are going to get them the result that you promised. That is it. That is the only thing that goes on in their head. They just don't believe. And the reason, like, how can I put this into an analogy just to make this clear? Just let you know that it is never a price objection. Ever. Right? It is never a price objection. Because if I sat here right now and I told you, I'm going to sell you a house. I'm going to sell you my house for $5,000. You give me $5,000 cash, you got 5 hours to do it. And you just don't have the money. You are going to find a way to get $5,000. Because you know that it's guaranteed that you're going to make $500,000 if you just resell the house after. You know that's a guaranteed result. You know that the perceived likelihood of you making more money is 100%. You just need the $5,000. So what are you going to do? Even though it's a price objection, you're going to find a way to get that money. You're going to find a way to call. You're going to call your friends, call your family. You're going to go to banks, go to loan sharks. You're going to get $5,000 in cash so that you can buy this house. That is the same thing that goes on in businesses day to day. The perceived likelihood of the other person that you're selling to just does not believe that they're going to get the result that you promised them. There's so many different things that plays a factor into why people get price objections. One of them might be case studies. There's a trust factor, right? One of them might be you just never got this result before for somebody else. Why are you telling me that you can get it for me? It just doesn't make any sense, right? One of them might you just don't have a guarantee. You can just slap on a guarantee. If you actually do what you say you do, you shouldn't be worried about it. And next one is just the way you're presented and the way you look and also the way you're positioned. You could be positioned as a commodity in the space versus positioned as somebody that is looked at as an authority and as a consultant, as like, hey, I'm solving this big business problem. And if you do not get this solved, you're going to be losing all this money, or I'm gaining you all this money. So many different factors that plays into it. The more of those things that you have, the less price objections that you're going to get and the more that you can charge. That being said, it still happens every single day. This happened to me recently where everything went picture perfect, right? They knew what they were getting. They knew the results. They knew the return that they're going to get. And it still ended up with everything going through. 2 days later, I got an email and boom, price objection. Here's the thing. The price objection was only $1,500. They're not saying we can't afford what you're currently charging. That's not what they're saying. Anytime somebody hands you that price objection, and it does not mean that they can't afford it. They can't afford it. It is never a price objection. The moment they gave back to me, hey, can you do $1,500 off? You know what that tells me? The first thing, this is the way you have to look at it. They're not taking shots at you. They're not saying that you're not worth this much. That's not what they're saying. All they're saying is I don't believe deep enough that you're going to get us these results that you promised me. That is all. And the way to fix this is just build up their confidence. And you can do this multiple ways. They just need to be confident in you. You just need to get on the phone with them and talk to them, right? It's either you don't work with them or you do. But the way to do this is just like you have a conversation. Just like, help me figure out what's going through your head. Because I know this has nothing to do with price. I know $1,500 is nothing. So what is actually going on? There's something in my offer that does not make you feel 100% confident that I'm going to get what you do. And you have to be honest. You have to tell them, hey, I don't want to work with you if you don't actually believe this can help. If you don't believe this can help actually work for your business, I don't want to work with you. I feel like there's be something else going on. And here's the thing, I want to help you. I want to do this for you. But you have to tell me everything that's on your head right now so that I can lead us in the right direction, see where this goes. And this could lead into multiple things, right? It could just be, oh, we haven't seen enough case studies yet. Boom, show them more case studies, show them more proof. It could be that they got fucked over by another company in the past that offered something similar. So they're looking at you as just pattern recognition, which is completely fine. Offer a guaranteed. Offer, hey, listen, if I don't give you the results, I'm going to work with you for free until we do. Something so simple. Oh, hey, if this breaks or if our software breaks or whatever happens down the line, I'm going to give you all your money back. I'm so confident this is going to work. You need confidence. You actually need confidence to sell something. If you don't have the case studies, if you don't have the confidence that your product is actually going to work, you're going to walk in front of these objections all the time, and they suck. You're going to see them all the time. Then the main question you have to ask your potential customers is, what makes you think that this isn't going to work? Because they're just going to hand you everything. And be so honest when you're asking these questions. You need these because this is going to do two things. This is going to help you close the current deal that you're talking about, and also know what to talk about in your next sales calls. Know what objections to pre-handle before they even come up in your next sales calls, because they could literally be proof. That could be one of the biggest things. Like, hey, I don't see any testimonials from people that you worked with before, or I don't see big case studies. Like you mentioned, you're going to get us this results. I don't like, or you haven't worked with a company of our size. Can you handle this? Be a therapist for them. Just ask them. Have a human conversation, right? Throw the business mindset, throw the sales mindset out of the door. If you want to handle these objections, just be so upfront, be so honest, and lower your guard, and make sure they lower theirs too, and just ask them what is going on in your head right now that you actually believe that we're not going to get you these results.